been fired, but the Democrat primaries were rigged by Debbie Blabbermouth and Hillary in favor of Hillary to avoid a repeat of what happened to Hillary in 2008 when Obama came out of nowhere and took what was to be her nomination then. And Bernie keeps piling up delegates. I think Bernie had to know in the campaign that he wasn't going to win this. Because Bernie, even during the campaign, was saying things like, and I think it's ridiculous that we keep talking about your emails. Those emails are nothing. There's nothing to the email. So he was in on this, I think, when you get right down to it. And he wasn't going to buck them when this was all over. Don't forget, here's this avowed socialist that's never made a dime in his life, and after this campaign, he ends up with a house valued at $600,000, and it happened to be his third house. Where did that come from? And now we have learned since the campaign that Bernie's wife, Jane, has been hip deep in all kinds of financial shenanigans, in addition to the fact that she did great damage to a liberal university, and how she may have committed bank fraud while doing it. They never brought any of that out during the campaign, because I think Bernie made the deal. I think Bernie was a willing participant in this whole charade that was designed to make Hillary Clinton look like she was tough, like she could fight off a big challenger, like it wasn't something that had been handed to her. I think that is the explanation for Crazy Bernie. His supporters would not accept any of this.
Christ. Hyped up situation. Contrast is just kind of a way you can see reality better. And, fiction is oftentimes the best way to kind of set up a hypothetical. So I think the contrast of setting up, particularly if they maintain that the Union exists on the other side of a demilitarized zone, you set up this contrast and you show people what an actual tyrannical slave state would look like, and you can't possibly expect that it's going to in any way reflect reality, or particularly if they even have a union on the other side that's still like running underground railroads and
wait a minute. I want to see if I understand what you're saying. You're saying that the way they have to do this show is going to make slavery look is going to make who look bad?
It's going to make slavery look horrifying. It's going to make slavery look so clearly wrong and evil. I mean, there's no other way to make it look. You can't glorify it, and they're not going to try to do that.
I don't think they're going to try to glorify it. I don't think they're going to soft sell it. I think they're going to. I think their definition of slavery is going to be.
fighting
my God.
They were fighting for separation. So you
didn't win. So they have to go fiction there. But it provides them, I think, the vehicle or the transition to portray current day America as not much different than if the South had won. Well, why was your gut reaction there's nothing good can come of this? Yes. Oh, I think Snerdley is telling me what he's envisioning. There'll be real slaves getting if we get a portrayal of slavery like that, and no attempt to portray slavery into what exists in America today, then they will fail in their effort to make America look like it's still a slave state. Why else would they do this? The left in this country does not think slavery is legal. You're listening to Rush Limbaugh, the sound effect of your conservative life. EIB Network News Radio 1300. low as 3.67%. Compare that with a federal parent trust rating of 7%. The average SoFi parent will be thousands of dollars less over the loan lifetime. And SoFi does not stop there, my friends. They help you make the most of your college investment with one-on-one personalized career coaching to help advance careers and much more. So SoFi.com/parent to find out what your new loan rate looks like. That's SoFi.com/parent.
For myself, with the 16 years of complete.
When the head of HR from the Medical Center had dozens of resumes that came in contact.
I needed to hire 3 people with a very specific skill set for a new department. Where was I supposed to find them? ZipRecruiter.
ZipRecruiter.
ZipRecruiter. With one click, my job was posted on over 100 top websites.
ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on the candidate's finding work. It finds them.
Matching technology will work. Within hours, I had applications from qualified candidates, ready to review or get results.
They made hiring simple, and it was free to try.
I signed up for free and had a position filled just in time. People from businesses of all sizes trust ZipRecruiter for their hiring needs. In fact, 80% of jobs posted on ZipRecruiter get a qualified candidate in 1 day. You're so confident ZipRecruiter will get you the results you need. We'll let you try it free. That's right, free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/CEO. That's ZipRecruiter.com/CEO. ZipRecruiter.com/CEO. ZipRecruiter here with a little help from our friends at Home Services. When you're buying a new home, you probably focus on the neighborhood, right? School district or the service area, instead of the one thing that holds it all together, the foundation. What happens when foundation issues pop up in the inspection report? Home Services can teach you what to look for and what to ask. From uncovering previous repairs to looking at landscaping issues, there's a home inspection down on the website. Just go to KenHomeServices.com. That's KenHomeServices.com. Our radio wants nothing more than to bring you closer to your favorite artists. This is Nick of the Wrong Thing Station. Bringing all your favorite music and stations is where to find. Getting you closer to the music you love and with the trusted time. This is Brett Michaels, and this is iHeartRadio. All your favorite stations, all free. Download and open the new iHeartRadio app today. Is never more than a few minutes away. Get this one teenage forecast at the top and very constant time on Wood Radio.
Here is the synopsis. I think it's early. This show is not in production yet. And it's, again, coming from the creators, the showrunners for Game of Thrones, which doesn't end for one more season. They still have to make the final season of Game of Thrones, which will air probably next summer or fall. It's only going to be 6 episodes, the final season. But each episode is going to be about anywhere from 80 minutes to an hour and a half. Because they've run out of story. The guy that writes the books hasn't written any books in years, so they're inventing things in the plot, which is okay. Neither here nor there. This is what the synopsis of the show says. Confederate, not Confederacy, Confederate will imagine slavery as a modern-day institution in America, exploring an alternative timeline if the South successfully seceded from the Union. In other words, if they had won the Civil War. The story, said HBO, will follow, quote, a broad swath of characters on both sides of the Mason-Dixon demilitarized zone. We don't have demilitarized zones here. They have those in places like Korea and in Vietnam. A broad swath of characters on both sides of the Mason-Dixon demilitarized zone. Freedom fighters, slave hunters, politicians, abolitionists, journalists, the executives of a slave-holding conglomerate. See, you've got to have corporate America as a slave-holding institution. Corporate America has slaves, a giant conglomerate of them, and the families of people in their... know the left wants to transform it. We know the left considers the founding unjust and immoral because of slavery. We know that left-wing civil rights groups do not believe that slavery is over. They actually conduct themselves on that basis. And here comes the primary cable network, entertainment pop culture network, advancing the liberal agenda. I think the point here, even though the South lost the war, the objective here is, and I'm prejudging it, I admit, but the objective here is to not make modern day America look good. If they want to do a movie on slavery, if HBO really wants to do a movie on slavery, I got the title for you: Venezuela and the Life of Human Beings Under Socialism. You want to talk slavery? Well, it still exists. It exists in every communist country on this planet. Slavery is still big in Asia, and it is still big in Africa. If you want to do an expose on slavery, you do not have to focus on the one nation that ended it. And yet that's what they're going to do. And the premise is that it didn't end. So you tell me what the objective is here. Remember Roots? That was Alex Haley, right? Am I correct? Is my memory on this? Was Alex Haley exposed as he made all that up? Well, there's something about Roots that you better. I think I saw a story that there was maybe plagiarism, or he made it up, that he didn't have all those actual connections, that something about Roots was proven to be not
Rush Limbaugh, because we know for you only the best will do on the EIB network.
Join the conversation now. Facebook.com/Wood Radio.
The best new way to buy business travel is with Upside.com. Here's why. At Upside, you save money on travel and you get a free gift card to sites like Amazon or stores like Home Depot every time you buy a trip. Here's how they do it. Upside bundles your flights and your hotel together for one low price.
mostly cloudy in Grand Rapids. I'm Gina Gondek for Wood Radio News. Our top local story, consumers' energy crews are working to restore power to more than 1,400 homes and businesses in the East Grand Rapids area. The outage was reported around noon today and included portions of Lake Drive, East Beltline Avenue, and Burton Street. Some traffic lights are out in that area. Brian Wheeler with Consumers Energy said it appeared to be a tree or branch that fell onto an area power line, causing the outage. Consumers Energy expects power to be restored by 4:30 today. Okay, national stories. Press Secretary after resigning today. Fox News Radio's John Roberts says that it wasn't an expected response to President Trump's possible hiring of Republican donor Anthony Scaramucci.
This was really kind of a shock that Sean Spicer resigned. We did know that this was going to provoke a big Palestine battle with Anthony Scaramucci who would come on board as the communications director, because the way that the communications stock was going to be structured under Sean Spicer was that he was going to be sort of akin to a deputy chief of staff for communications, so he would be at the head here, and then the communications director would come underneath him, and the press secretary would come underneath him, and they would both report on up the chain to him.
Spicer was the head of communications at the Republican National Committee before joining the White House. The suspect who robbed stores at gunpoint in Muskegon and Oceana counties is now being accused of holding up a store in Newaygo County. Oceana County Sheriff Craig Matt says the man wore the same black and white hoodie that was seen in previous robberies when he robbed a Hesperia store last night on Division. The suspect is believed to be the same man that robbed a New Era store on Wednesday and a Twin Lakes store on July 10th. Anyone with information is asked to call County Observer. A Buy American campaign will be launched on Labor Day by the United Auto Workers Union to teach people about what cars are actually made in this country. UAW's President Dennis Williams says the idea started to develop in February due to President Trump's America First talk and more vehicles coming in from Mexico and China. The union has long advocated for buying cars and trucks made by its members in the United States and Canada, but Williams says there's a lot of interest in the Buy American theme. And Governor Rick Snyder is recognizing a Grand Rapids real estate firm's commitment to volunteerism. Griffin Properties has been awarded the 2017 Governor's Service Award in the Corporate Community Leader category. Griffin's 18 employees have chalked up nearly 8,000 volunteer hours in the last 6 years. On top of the volunteer hours, the firm has also donated $70,000 to local, regional, and national charities since 2012. In sports, after losing 4-16 last night against the Royals, the Detroit Tigers play the Minnesota Twins today. Coverage starts at 7:50 right here on Wood Radio. Wood Radio News Time is 2:03, and now the Storm Teammate forecast brought to you by My Subaru of Muskegon. Partly sunny and hot and humid today. We'll see highs up near 91 degrees. Then tonight, widespread rain showers will in. Some of these could be heavy at times. Lows down near 70 before 84 on Saturday. Saturday's going to be humid with mostly cloudy skies and scattered showers and storms, especially early in the day. Back in this proceedings weather for News Radio with 1300 and 106.9 FM and Transmission Meteorologist Simon Baca. Next news at 2:30, breaking news at once. I'm Gina Gondek on West Michigan's news, weather, and traffic station. Depend on it.
Rapid Youth Unit drops wins and losses. His much anticipated third studio album, now available in stores and online. Tracks include the collaboration with Ty Dolla $ign, Whatever You Need. Sacred Hearts Club is the third studio album from indie quartet Foster the People, just months after their EP3. Both the EP and the new album feature the song SHC. Puts out her fifth studio album, Lust for Life. She collaborated with The Weeknd on the title track, which reached the top 5 on the Hot Rock
iHeartRadio New Release Rundown.
Fire up your DVR. It's time for your TV tip-off.
Sunday night, a pair of comedies return with Ballers back for season 3, followed by Insecure, starting its second season, kicking off at 10/9 Central on HBO. On Monday, the mystery drama Somewhere Between, starring Paula Patton and Devon Sawa, premieres 10/9 Central on ABC. Also on Monday, based on the book series of the same name, the supernatural drama Midnight Texas makes its debut at 10/9 Central on NBC. And that's your TV tip-off on iHeartRadio.
John Ballpark. Details at woodradio.com.
the president's case. But his is different. It's not just because that is the reason I go on it, but it's... Anyway, I'm going to disagree with him here in a soundbite. He was on America's Newsroom, Fox News, and he was being asked what he thinks of Spicer resigning. This is what he said.
There is a Game of Thrones quality to this White House. I mean, you do have various power centers that are colliding with each other. So a more populist team, the question, though, this was a populist wave that may have helped elect Donald Trump, but there was no populist wave on Capitol Hill, and you still have to deal with the entrenched Republican power structure on Capitol Hill, people like Paul Ryan, like Mitch McConnell, and I'm not sure if you put the Scaramucci and Lewandowski's of the world that they're going to have any better luck dealing with the Republican leadership in the House and the Senate than this group has had, which so far has been not much.
Okay, so the first thing is he obviously thinks the communications director is a liaison to Republicans on Capitol Hill, and that Scaramucci isn't going to do any better than Spicer, because Scaramucci's an outsider, these guys are insiders, and there's an unbridgeable gap there. This populist wave, I spoke about this yesterday, and this is where I'm going to disagree with the estimable Chris White. There was a wave. Why do you think people elect Republicans? In this era, Trump was elected for all the specific reasons we've gone through. We don't need to detail them again. At the top of the list, Donald Trump won the Republican nomination because of all the candidates, he was the one people thought would have the best success at stopping the left, at doing... Here. I don't think your average Trump voter knows what a populist is and doesn't think of himself as a populist or a nativist or a nationalist or a...
Oh, it's only Chris Wallace on the left.
What they don't want is the Democrat Party to keep winning. The Democrat Party meaning the vote environment of the left. I mean, the media doesn't vote. The media... conservative. They are America firsters and America onlyers, but those same people didn't vote for Paul Ryan. Traditional standard Chamber of Commerce Republicans voted for Paul Ryan.
Rhino, yeah, Rhino.
And all the rest. And therefore, there isn't a component in the House of elected officials from the same political bailiwick as Trump. Therefore, it's oil and water trying to mix. It sounds good, but I think it misses the point. And the reason why the Republican Congress is in such disfavor with Republican voters, is because people that voted for them and voted for Trump voted for the same thing. Not populism, but stopping the left, rolling back and getting rid of Obamacare, paring down the tax code, fixing the border. These are not populist per se and exclusive issues. These are issues where the Democrats have been running amok and winning day in and day out. And our side is tired of the Democrats winning, and they want people to fight back against it. Populism, nationalism, none of that matters. It's not even conservative versus liberal, although it is in the sense.
Listening to your show as we took our motorhome on trips out west, touring the United States, visiting national parks, and learning about our country. And I wanted to take this unique opportunity to surprise him and let him know that his 7th grandbaby is on the way.
Oh, is that right? You're going to give birth to his 7th grade? You're announcing it here?
Yes, I am.
And you're confident that he's Raven Randall is listening right now?
He loves to listen, but he will be, I know he listens, whenever he misses it, he listens on recordings and later in the afternoon, so. Communicating with my mother, so trying to keep track of where they were. They're driving right now, and they lost the connection, so. So he's not hearing it live, but he will hear it this afternoon.
Oh, that's a shame. But yeah, if he does the podcast, he will hear it. That's you've been waiting for the opportunity to announce this on this program. I can't tell you what an honor that is for me. You would use this program to make this kind of announcement. Is 7th grade? What number child for you?
This is
Number 2. You live in this community?
We did. We were in Manhattan and so
where did you grow up?
I was at the Manchester, Pennsylvania.
West Side, Pennsylvania. I can just see it. You traveled with student plans. Your mom had the radio program on the board. Give me chills thinking about how this happens. You're sitting here listening to this show and imagining what all's going on
new baby, whoever they may be. You've been an amazing inspiration to us. So I was happy to have the opportunity.
But how old is her oldest child?
She's only 2.
She's only 2. Well, I'll tell you what, when we finish here, stay on the phone so we can get your address. I'll send you all the books and a couple of we have these Liberty Diaries, the guys of the country horse Liberty, the kids are going to love this, especially this thing to you just to get everybody ready for it. Thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate this. I love learning these kinds of things, and I'm truly honored that you would want to tell your dad the 7th grandchild is on the way on this program. I cannot thank you enough. So don't hang up here. We'll put together a little goodie package here for you. Get it out next week. In the meantime, back after this one. With Rush 24/7, you don't have to miss one word of brilliant analysis from America's real anchorman. Join today and get Rush's new car magnet free.
We have a brand new car magnet. It's an upgrade from advanced conservative studies to advanced anti-leftist studies.
Yours free with a membership to Rush 24/7. Join today at rushlimbaugh.com. You're listening to the EIB Network. Log on to woodradio.com. News on demand 24/7.
National Debt Relief and escape your credit card debt troubles. 800-559-4743. 800-559-4743. 800-559-4743.
the HBO movie, Confederacy, which portrays in America after the South wins the Civil War, the slaveholders had better be Democrat if they're going to be accurate, because that's the way it was. If they're going to portray corporate conglomerates as slave-holding entities, they better be located in the South, because that's where it all happened. Don't doubt me on this, folks. This is the thing about the civil rights movement that has forever irritated me. The segregationists and the people that opposed Civil Rights Act back in the 1960s, they were all Democrats. And people, who was it that kept the university doors at the University of Georgia shut down to African Americans? They were all Democrat governors. They were all Democrat police. Bull Connor, a Democrat police chief, filmed turning the fire hose on the protest marchers. And this, I want to reinforce something else, too. Going back to the Chris Wallace bit, in which his point is, look, the reason there's dysfunction there is because a populist wave elected Donald Trump. But there is no populist wave that elected